Franchise mode. The best way, more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments. Key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or roll of the action on the field. We've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted. Want to join? Don't worry, start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road, from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long.
Your season starts now.
Give up, can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed, I go balls to the wall, can't hold.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
These boys can't hold me, you boys can't hold us. I told you, better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the mouth. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
'Cause we gon' blow your mind.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building, we were just building, taking out.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Away from these haters, know they be watching like a theater. Plotting these niggas that we need later, they gon' degrade.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. Hasta Luego, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, nigga.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the mouth.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
We only taking what was ours.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
We gon' blow your mind.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
You throwing shots from afar, I'ma meet you at your front door. So hard to be doing what you really meant for, beauty. But don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look
The Panthers are now on the clock.
straight up all my? Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that? Now come on, you gon'
The Panthers are now on the clock.
get to now, sugar. Come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Let me get down. Come on, you might not ever come down. No, let me get down. You might not ever come down.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
You might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high on the ground. Don't run, just stay away. Come on.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Beat it, can't beat it, can't
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that. Now come on, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too now, sugar, come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Never come down. No, let me get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. No, wanna get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. No, let me get down.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
And make it sound to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
You know you got to turn up to keep them begging for. I said,
The Panthers are now on the clock.
offer you my love, and I build a house of dirt and bone from the ground. You talk it like you needed it all.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
If you want it, baby, you can have it all. Oh, but then you better turn up and make.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you better turn up and put your hand where I can see it. You know
The Panthers are now on the clock.
to keep them begging for. Baby, you'll lose your way. You'll make.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
You're gonna learn to fight many days in so many ways. Ain't nothing gonna shake me, 'cause you'll always be my baby. Ain't nothing
The Panthers are now on the clock.
you my love, girl. That's
Are now on the clock.
and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and play your cards where I can see them. You know you got to turn up to keep them begging.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only beat. So please come join.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some love. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Fun, hey. What you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Do something crazy.
Do something crazy. I just tapped.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. What you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a
The Panthers are now on the clock.
lie about what the future lies. But there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust. Hard building, breaking trust. Just don't get wild when we come out. Like, don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Get
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Gon' bust a rhyme. No one down. Pass it around. Hey. What with me now? We running wild. Hey. And nobody game. We on the town. Hey. Never come down.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Guilty pleasures, mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station, you hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody game, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Blow one down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody game, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. I might lose it,
The Panthers are now on the clock.
lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Lose it. I might lose it.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to hear me now. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block my hit cause someday someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, nobody only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, I'll find out someone is away that one day I'll be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I put it on the face.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling rivety, rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.
How do we fall apart? Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut
because you're hot, will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, and for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, and for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, and for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll
Can't stop listening to this voice in my head. Got me tearing through the colors on this rusty spring bed. Bust through the days, flames kissing my back. That's all I remember, and then everything's black. You know, sounds so familiar, someplace hot in my soul. Hello, transmission. Now you're in control. I look up, I look down. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wear their crowns. You're sitting on a gold-stained altar. Feel the jungle you sound.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the second-year man from Alabama, T.J. Yeldon. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Keenum to throw on second down. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Dumps it off to Woodhead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. T.J. Yeldon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, 60 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. On second down, Peterson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it'll bring up third down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're a man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to LaFell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They'll run it with Jackson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss. Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Cut back, left sideline. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy try to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here's Keenum to throw. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
All right, now look at 56. Look at that.
Play action. It's Keenum. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams, 70 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the... Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range.
All the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFell. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this is caught by Watkins. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, Keenum. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
He missed all of last year with a torn ACL and MCL, but it's so good to see Orlando Scandrick back on the field and making plays. Another interception for him.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Deep drop. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Danny Woodhead is intended target, and it's 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The veteran Robert Mathis there to make the tackle. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here's Keenum to throw. Backing up. He's going to air one out. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And it's complete. Henry calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down throw, Keenum. And right side, Henry's got it. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. T.J. Yeldon doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. He's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former 49er, Aldon Smith, in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quick.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. First throw now for the backup Breeze. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll... Carolina getting set to take the field. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys...
And now here is another interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick six. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target that time, Marcus Colston. And that brings up fourth down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on for the long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a... They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown. Baltimore. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The veteran Nate Washington, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 10th-year linebacker, Chad Greenway, in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, all right, 300? That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing.
And this is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught at the 2. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Vernon Davis as time expires in the first half. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. And all the defense has it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And they bring this all the way back the other way. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. Caught right side, Davis. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
They'll look to throw again. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That and me.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Vernon Davis, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get.
Getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused? No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You know, this...
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Let's go!
Back to throw again. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chase Kaufman from 8 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, does it?
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Andre Howell. The number. Charles, the forecast called for...
Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh, it's about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Well, it's about to get dirty. Yeah. It's just something about a good old flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off. Living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Everybody get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State campus. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now back to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
3rd down. It's Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he's got room. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Power, strength, athleticism. Those are 3 of the reasons you give the ball to Adrian Peterson on 4th down, because this guy just has a knack for moving the chains, and he's able to do it again right there.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is LaFell. It's caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. And en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And that's complete to LaFell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon LaFell, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And he's got it up and through. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week one to see the ball be... Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back to throw here. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Brandon LaFell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! 58!
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 40. And the Panthers coming out now. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Peterson alone in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4.
Have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. He'll look to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams, able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Finding time. He's going to rifle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go up top again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back to throw here. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. They'll drop to throw. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Back to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to LaFell. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make this a second and long. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. John down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
This is Johnson. He's got it. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
It's a quarterback sneak. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
On the ground, this is Jackson, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Steven Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here. Let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a right side completion here by LaFell. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Back to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Still secondary.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception here, Rivers hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Tye, 40 yards. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it into LaFell, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run again with Jackson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Fred Jackson already is... getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Peterson alone in the backfield. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that right there. Well, my friend, for the...
Everybody, I'm Larry.
Larry from the home of the reigning NFC champs. There's a Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They pitch it out to Peterson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Running for it, here's Peterson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in... They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, Peterson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
They toss it left side to Peterson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this is caught. That's Watkins. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete. To the foul.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now Breeze. This is caught. Watkins. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Breeze to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon LaFell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of. They come up in an offset eye. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They toss it left side to Peterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 20. The offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it. Peterson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a run with Peterson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off. But they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
They run, Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Now Peterson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
On play action, it's Breeze. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When we talk about...
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And now they're in the hurry-up. And off comes to Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play.
Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 37. And it'll be a Carolina first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to the ground, Peterson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Peterson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage, and they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here's Breeze. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Panthers. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there is hit. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And a right side completion here by LaFell. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup.